everyone. Guess what? I think I came up with like a name for all of you guys. How about if you're my Moonlights? Do you like that? Moonlights? I don't know. You let me know. Anyways, this is going to be a story time about when I was in the 5th grade. And actually, I was bullied all throughout elementary school. And so this is just like a little smidget of a story. But in this story, there's actually 2 stories. But the second half, which I wish I could tell you with this first half, I don't know where my stuff is. I like to show you when I'm telling you. And so I think it might be somewhere in a box in the rafters in the garage. But in this story, we're going to talk about in the 5th grade, getting bullied, and this ring. You want to hear what happened to me? Yeah? Okay. Keep watching. My father, when I was in the 5th grade, he gave me this ring that I'm showing you, right there. And he said, this is your first diamond ring. You gotta worry about, little girl, is do not lose it. Do not lose this ring. I want you to have it. I want you to learn how to be responsible. So this is your ring. Do not lose it. And I remember thinking, really, I was just scared. I was like, giving me a diamond? And look, it still fits on my finger. Since the 5th grade, it still fits in the same finger. I just realized that. Anyways, I'm like, my dad's giving me my first diamond? Wow. I was just really scared. So what happened was I wore it to school. I wore it every day to school. And one day I had, my mom had enrolled me in sewing classes at the rec room, the recreational center after school. And there were about 4 or 5 girls that I actually go into detail and write about in my book, because this is one of many instances with these girls who were in junior high school. And you know what? I don't know. I don't see what the harm is in actually naming places. Roosevelt Jr. High School in Oakland. I don't know why that's harmful, but that's where it was. And I was in Franklin Elementary School so for all of you who think that I shouldn't be naming places, I don't get it, because this is what happened. Okay, so I'm in the 5th grade. I'm in the 5th grade, and I am sitting outside of the rec center after school on a bench and waiting for my sewing class. So I've got like this little kit. It's like a box, a little tiny suitcase, which I still have, which is what I have to find for the second half of the video. So I'm sitting outside on a bench, and here comes those 4 bullies from junior high school, Roosevelt Junior High. Here they come, seeking me out. So when they see me sitting on the bench with a couple of other kids, as they start approaching me, the other kids scoot away from me, okay? Because everybody kind of knows what's going to happen to me, and no one, as far as the kids, no one wants to be a part of it. So they kind of scoot away, and these girls come to me. They look like, giants. I mean, they were really big. And they came to me, and it's hard for me to say, but what they used to do a lot to me is one of them used to get my hair and hold my hair back against my forehead like this, right? And then the other one would say, "Oh my God, look how ugly Sorry, I didn't even know I was going to get like this, but they used to say, "Oh my God, look how ugly she is." And then the other one would slap me really hard on my face. And then I would just start crying. And so, ooh, wow. Hold on. hold on. So, okay, so after they slapped me a couple of times, one of them noticed the ring, right? And they forced the ring and took the ring off of my finger. And when they took the ring off of my finger, they ran into the rec center. Because if from the schoolyard, if you run in the back way into the rec center, there was 2 entrances out to the sidewalk. So in my mind, I'm thinking they didn't want to run through the schoolyard as like they came in, but run through the rec center and come out to the street on the other side. So I was crying, and the class started. I didn't know I was going to get this upset about it. I got to get through the story. Okay, sorry you guys. So the class started. So I told the teacher, who was this thin, tall, I remember her, and I told her, I said, the 4 girls from the junior high school, they just took my diamond ring. And I can't just sit here and get started. I need to go find my ring. And the lady said, teacher, she said, I don't know what she said. She must have said, go ahead or whatever, you know. So I left my kit in the room where we were having sewing class. I left it there, and I started walking down this long hallway towards the bathroom, because I thought I would just like look in the bathroom for my ring. I need to get some water. Hold on. I mean, I'm sorry. Like all of a sudden I feel like the story's taken another turn, but just a sec. Okay. So I'm in the bathroom and I'm looking around trying to find my ring. And so I look in each stall, I look on by the sink, I look on the floor, and it's not there. And so I remember feeling my heart really sink and being so afraid of how am I going to tell my dad that this ring was taken from me. And so as I'm leaving the bathroom, I'm going back down that long hall to get back to the classroom where the sewing class is being held. And I see a phone booth. The phone booth, the one that's attached to the wall. Okay. So just to give you a little background. Anyways, anytime when you were with my mom and she would walk by a phone booth or a public phone that was attached to a wall, right? Or a newspaper stand, she would put her finger in the little coin box just to see if there was any coins in there. So when I came out of the bathroom and I saw that phone booth, it was very natural as I walked by it. It was really natural for me to just put my fingers and check the coin. And when I did that, check the coin box, and when I did that, my ring was there. And I was like, oh my God, my ring. And so I was so happy that I had found my ring. I immediately put it back on my finger. Of still being emotionally traumatized and emotionally upset. And I was just happy that I didn't have to explain what had happened to my dad. And so then I went and I told the teacher, I begged her to please give me a ride home. I said, I know these girls are out there waiting for me. They've done it in the past before, behind waiting for me as I walked home. It happened many times. So I said, I know they're out there waiting for me. Can you please give me a ride home? And she said no. And I said, okay, please at least walk me to the corner, because that way I know I'm safe. Now, we lived probably, I think maybe it was 6 blocks from the school. And so the corner of where the rec center is of my elementary school, I remember this teacher walking me there, and it's starting to get dark. And I remember there was an eerie feeling, like there was no cars or anything. And she left me at the corner, turned around, and walked away. And that is where the second half of this story is going to pick up. As soon as I find my sewing kit so that I can show you. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I can't wait to do the second half and share it with you. if you enjoy these stories, let me know. And you know what? If you're being bullied, just keep your head up and know that it's not your fault. You are absolutely beautiful, exactly the way God made you. And these people that do the bullying, always remember there's something wrong with them. There's nothing wrong with you. I do love you. I do appreciate you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.